Wagwan beautiful people, I am Chev B. If you're new to this channel, welcome Wagwan. Make sure you are subscribed down below. So for today's video, we are about to attempt the knotless BOHO braids, and the hair that we'll be using is from Ywigs.com. Now this is their double drawn human braiding hair, and I got them in 20 inches and 22 inches. So I got about 4 bundles and I only end up using 3 to achieve the fullness that I wanted. And honestly, I don't even think you need all 3, but if you want that full super look, go for 3 bundles. So this is me testing out the hair. As of this point, I did the hair a week ago before posting and doing this voiceover, and I have not experienced any shedding or any of my curly hair falling out since doing this style. To begin the video, you are going to need one of these. This is a 360 mirror. I use it to help me part my hair for a clean, professional look. Sometimes they're gonna still look a little bit crooked because, you know, there isn't no super perfection to it, but as long as it looks like something, I am okay with that. So you can find this in my Amazon storefront. I'm gonna leave the link down below for you guys, but ever since I got this 360 mirror, my life has been saved. Like, you need it. To create the braids, I will be using this EBIN braiding gel, and I use it to help me part my hair so that I get that crisp look. So I part my hair first, put that in and all that good stuff. I'm going to do a separate video on how I part my hair in sections to do my braids, so look out for that video. I didn't want to put it in this one because it would be a super long video. So this is the attempt that I've made thus far with the braids. If you've been here for a while, you know I am not the best braider. I can do twist, everything else, full locks, but braids has never been my forte. But girl, we practiced and practiced, and this is what we came up with, our first attempt at knotless braids. And I can't even front, I did pretty okay. I could have done better with the grip, but I just got my nails done last week and I wasn't going to remove them to do these braids. Like, we were going to work with whatever we have. So I got this braiding board that I see all the girlies have because it seems to be a must-have if you're doing braids. So I separated the expression braiding hair from the human curly hair so that I could have my sections ready when it is time to apply the braids. So now I'm just going to show you guys some demonstration of how I did this by watching some YouTube videos myself and coming up with the best method that I could manage for myself. So I'm going to part my hair with our handy dandy EBIN braiding formula, and I use that again, as I said, to make my parts just a little bit cleaner. I don't know if it's my hair or I need a detox or something, because it says it doesn't leave any white residue, but I did see some white residue on my hair. So I either use this for the first time, and I usually use the Magic Fingers gel. So first thing I do is create that 3 section, and then I'm gonna braid my hair like I would normally do. So I do that about 2 times, not all the way down, just 2 times, just to braid the roots. Then I'm gonna loop the expression braiding hair around 2 of my fingers and then grip it between the braids. Now I want to grip that tight. I don't want it to move. I need it to stay in place. So I'm just going to use this pin to hold that part down. And then I'm going to take a piece of the human curly hair and do the exact same thing with the loop, and then flip the curly piece to another side. So I'm not going to mix the curly piece with the piece of braid that I already put out. We need them separated. Then what I'm going to do is grip my hair again, and then I'm going to continue braid, and I count to 2. 1 braid, 2 braid. Now when I get to the 2nd braid, I'm going to flip that piece that I had up down to my hair that is without a expression braid. Then I'm going to count to 2 again. 1 braid, 2 braids. Now when I reach to braid 2, I'm going to loop the expression here once more, grip it between those 2 braiding fingers, then flip the hair up out of the way, and then we're going to braid on a count of 2. 1 braid, 2 braid. And once I get to that second braid, I'm gonna see that this hair is without an expression braid. I'm gonna flip it down, blend that in with my hair with the expression braid, and then continue braiding downwards. I hope that was self-explanatory. If not, I'm gonna do it a couple more times so you guys can get it. And then I'm gonna keep adding curly hair until I am satisfied with the look. Some of the braids I do about 8 curly hair, sometimes I do 10. Honestly, it depends on your fullness. Some people like to do maybe 3 just to keep it lightweight, but I wanted this hair to be full, so I went with about 8 pieces of curly hair per braid. So then what I do to blend my natural hair with the expression hair, especially the ends, is I put a little bit of that braiding gel on my fingertips and rub it on my hair, and then I start braiding down. So I just put it on the part that my natural hair might be sticking out. I want that to blend in. So I'm going to continue to put the curly pieces in, and then we're going to continue braiding down. Now, what you want to also be mindful of when you are putting that braiding gel onto your fingers to blend your natural hair, make sure you don't get that on the human curly hair, because at the end of the day, if you had like a wig or any type of human hair extension, you wouldn't put heavy oils on it because it will weigh the hair down. So you do not want to get any type of heavy oil or gel onto that curly hair. Now, once I've gotten almost to the end, I'm going to loop the curly hair in, but instead of flipping that part upward, I'm going to twist it and continue braiding down. So this is going to give me my curly end. So I count to 2 with the 1 braid, 2 braid, then I go in with a second piece of curly hair. Now at the end, it all depends on how full you want the curly hair. I wanted it to blend into the braid effortlessly, so I went with 2 pieces so that it doesn't look bulky at the end. So I'm just going to braid it down a little bit more just to make sure that everything is secured at the end. Now, once I am satisfied to how far down I've gotten, because I don't want the curly hair to be braided all the way down, I wanted to make sure that I still have that curly end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some nail glue and I'm going to glue both sides of the braid, and the nail glue is strong. Like I said, it has been a week since I've done these braids that I'm doing this voiceover, and none of my hair has unraveled, so that nail glue was strong. Now once I've glued both sides, I'm just going to take a little piece and wrap it around the base of the braid, and then I'm going to put some more nail glue on top of that for that double security. Then blow on it, use your blow dryer, whatever you want to use. And then I'm going to go in with my scissors and cut the straight ends. And that straight end is basically the braiding hair itself, like the expression braiding hair. So you just remove those. You can use like a razor, like an eyebrow razor, to just like, if you want to thin it out as opposed to cutting it if it's going to look too blunt. And this is how the curls are looking in the hair. I am absolutely obsessed with the fullness of the curls. Like, it's not looking too bulky. I did these in a medium size, so they're not quite small because, honey, this routine hair tutorial was a bit new for me, so it took me some time to get used to the hand movement of feeding in the braids. But I didn't want it to be too small or too big, so we went with a medium-sized type of braid. So I'm just going to keep repeating the process 2 more times, and if you need to slow the video down, do so. But just watch my hand movement and where I loop the braiding hair in, then I flip it over, adding the curly piece next to that loop, then putting the curly piece separate from the other braiding hair. And you can do the count, like the 1 braid, 2 braid, then add hair in. So you can just slow the video down if you need to, all that good stuff, and just keep practicing. That's why I showed you guys the front and not the back, because the back was a trial run, but the front, I think I got it by the time I got to the front. So keep practicing and you got it, girl. Now for parts that have the little sticky end parts of the human hair, I just go in with my scissors for each braid, because I won't be hot watering this hair because I want it to look a little bit full. I didn't want the curls to be too flat. So we're just going to clean it up with our scissors after doing each braid so that it's less work to do when we are all done. And another trick with that straight part of the human hair, you can use the braiding hair as well on that part to braid it in, because it does stay on the inside once it has the braiding gel formula on top of it. But you don't want to use too much because you don't want all that gel touching the human hair itself. Okay, y'all know this is the completed style before putting any mousse, any water. This is how the hair is looking. As I said, not one strand of hair has fallen out since doing this style, and I'm really proud of myself because honestly, I was overly critical of myself. Like, girl, did we really do this properly? But it was my first attempt, and I can't even front. I really did that. I did that for a first attempt with my nails in and all of that. Like, I am super proud. It was a lot of patience. Trust me, a lot of patience. Like, reserve this day off to do this hairstyle if it is your first time. It's gonna take a lot of patience, a lot of trial and error, but you got this. Okay, I'm about to save y'all some coins by doing this yourself. Okay, like, look at the parts. They're not super perfect, but I did good. Like, I did good. To do my edges, I'm using the Edge Booster edge control, and then I went in with some mousse and warm water to get the curls defined. And what you want to do with this braid spray is don't spray directly on the braids, because remember, this is human hair. Do not use heavy oil. You're going to spray it on your roots if you get that itch. It's an anti-itch spray, so you can spray it on there if you got a little tingling sensation going on, but do not spray it on the human hair. Do not. It will make it heavy, and then you're gonna have to wash it out like I did, because honestly I wasn't even reading the thing properly. I thought it was just oil sheen. So you want to keep the human hair soft and by itself. The most you need on this hair is some mousse to revive it every day, but that's it. Little water and some mousse. Don't put nothing else on top of that hair. And this is how the hair is looking. I am obsessed. I use 2 packs of the expression hair. That's the expression hair where 3 bundles are in a pack. So I use 2 of those, and then I use 3 packs of the Ywigs human braiding hair. So I'm gonna leave everything in the description box for you. Look at me putting my hair up in a bun, because sometimes, you know, when other people do your braids, you can't be moving the braids, but my hair was movable. I am loving it. It is giving effortless, classy, and I'm just in love. Like, I really did this. I was shocked that I really accomplished this, and this was my first time doing knotless braids. Let me know what you guys think about the style. Go ahead and attempt it, girl, and when you do, make sure you tag me on Instagram so I can see it, because I know we got this together. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at @Chev. And I'll see y'all beautiful people in my next video. Go on, big up on yourself. Bye, guys.